Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Garrington's monthly market review. With Easter falling early this year, children back to school and lighter evenings, the spring market feels well and truly underway. Compared to a year ago, the market is in much better health, but activity is somewhat subdued by historical comparison. This is reflected in the latest house price data, which shines a light on the mixed messages being seen this year. Nationwide reports that the annual rate of house price inflation was 1.6% last month, but that the monthly rate fell by 0.2% in March. Halifax paint a similar picture, recording that the average UK house price remains up by 0.3% year on year, despite average values falling in March by 1%. Mortgage approvals are a useful forward indicator of purchaser intentions, and data just released by the Bank of England shows that these net approvals rose to 60,400 in February. Compared to February last year, this is a jump of 40%. While we may have to wait until the Bank of England's next base rate decision in May for any news of potential rate cuts, the property market is gradually returning to a healthier state, and we're seeing increasing numbers of buyers deciding that now is the time to strike. At a headline level, market data appears more positive when measuring the volume of sales, but evaluating different aspects of the market reveals a wide range of emerging and differing trends. Across different sectors and in most parts of the UK, more property is being listed for sale. According to Zoopla, the stock of homes being listed for sale has increased by 20% compared to a year ago. On the face of it, this is encouraging, as many sellers will in turn become buyers with onward purchases. But currently, buyer demand has only risen by a mere 4%. This number helps to explain why in many locations it remains a buyer's market, as supply is far outstripping demand. This factor is also affecting the time taken to secure a buyer. Rightmove report that on average this is now taking 71 days, which is the longest period at this time of year since 2019. Having agreed a sale, getting a transaction exchanged is also taking longer, according to Property Mark. The duration of deals taking over 13 weeks or more to exchange is up considerably when compared to the long-term average and indicative of the underlying fragility in the current market. Views among buyers and sellers as to what represents fair market value appear to be heading in opposite directions. Most buyers remain price sensitive and are not afraid to walk away from a deal if they perceive that it does not offer good value. Having heard about a more buoyant market, a number of sellers are pricing too optimistically relative to real-world conditions. The jump of 1.5% in asking prices of new listings last month was 50% higher than the 22-year average, according to Rightmove. Garrington enjoys open and positive working relationships with sales agents across the UK, and many have shared with our search teams that to secure new listings, they're having to accept vendor-led prices to test the market prior to either offering price reductions or accepting a lower offer. Zoopla record that 41% of agreed transactions are being discounted by 5% or more off asking prices. As such, what could be a spring surge in activity could turn into a spring standoff as the market recalibrates and a new equilibrium is found. Activity in London has outperformed many other parts of the UK for several months, albeit Garrington is already seeing a pause for thought in the super prime sector because of the recent budget announcements on non-dom taxation rules. Agreed sales of homes at £5 million and above are 11.5% lower than a year ago, but in contrast still some 40% higher than the 2017 to 2019 average, according to Lonres. At lower price levels in the capital, competition is fierce for quality homes, which has given rise to the return of competitive bidding for certain purchasing opportunities. Elsewhere, leading the price growth tables across the UK is Northern Ireland, Scotland and parts of Northern England. Average house price to earnings ratios are typically lower in these locations, in contrast to Southern England, where prices fell by 0.3%. Whilst making sense of the twists and turns of the latest trends can be difficult for some buyers, the evidence is that the market is in recovery. Greater choice of property options and the ability to agree attractive terms on many occasions could offer well-informed buyers an interesting window of opportunity over the coming months. If you're exploring your moving options, don't forget to visit Garrington's Best Places to Live research. Simply click on the link below to see our guide and interactive location explorer. As ever, if you're contemplating a property purchase this year and would like some expert guidance, do get in touch with the team at Garrington using the contact details below. Thanks for watching.